Hello everyone, this is Tim, and this is just going to be a quick little video talking about alternate timelines and published settings, I guess. So, for a convention that's in my local area, I'm going to be running Buffy the Vampire Slayer Unisystem, and I've never actually run this system before at all, but it's one that I've always wanted to give it a shot. It's pretty much like 1d10 plus modifiers, and there's some boons and flaws for each character to help you with various things. But, yeah, so I was thinking of Buffy, and the first 3 seasons of Buffy in particular, that I want to kind of set this game right before the, basically the Ascension, if you're familiar with the show, where the mayor tries to become a demon. I want to try to set it before then. And with the idea of alternate timelines, I was just going through and, looking up the episode synopses and trying to figure out which characters are still alive, and what alternate changes I would do if I was going to run Sunnydale for myself. What would my version of Sunnydale be? And that idea really comes from M.A.R. Barker and talking about how he would run Tekkaml and how other people should run his setting. Basically saying that, whenever you run a published setting, you really need to do it your own way. Make your changes. Don't be afraid of things that crop up that, aren't canon necessarily, in quotes. And just basically do your own thing. I was thinking about like Spike still being in a wheelchair. I believe he was in that for an episode or two. He basically got pretty jacked up. Basically characters that had died off, like Jenny. She was a teacher who was in the Giles. And yeah, I'm not really sure if I'm going to use the canon characters, the main characters from the show, or if I'm going to make up my own characters. I'm basically going to leave 2 piles of pre-gens on the table and have it by consensus for whoever shows up for the convention game. Do you guys want to play as Buffy and, Xander and all these characters, or do you want to just play as, nameless, high school characters that aren't really having anything to do with the show or not? So, yeah, what kind of alternate timelines would you guys suggest for Buffy the Vampire Slayer? And again, I'm going to set this before the end of the 3rd season, the graduation. And I basically called it senior year in the convention blurb. So, so far I've already got 3 players, so that's pretty sweet. They went through and signed up for all my games, so I'm kind of excited about that on warhorn.net. A lot of conventions use that for player signups beforehand, pre-signups. Sophie says she likes Jenny. I'm just trying to think, what kind of changes I could do. Like the idea of having evil Willow and Xander be in there. That was one of the alternate timelines from Anya, the demon, the wish demon. Evil Willow is just clutch. She's just awesome. So, yeah, I'm not real sure about that. But if you have any suggestions for things you'd like to see included in the first 3 seasons of Buffy, I'd like to hear them, and I can probably use them for my one-shot. So, thanks a lot, and I'll talk to you guys later.